Mia believed in love stories. She devoured romantic novels. She watched old movies, dreaming of grand gestures. But her own life felt ordinary. She worked in a small bookstore, surrounded by stories, but longing for her own. She wished for a love like the ones in her books, a love that would sweep her off her feet. Mia lived in her grandmother's old house. It was filled with memories, dusty furniture, and the scent of lavender. She often wandered through the attic, her grandmother's stories echoing in her ears. One rainy afternoon, while sorting through boxes, Mia stumbled upon a hidden treasure. It was a small, faded letter tucked inside a worn book. The paper was brittle, the ink smudged. It was addressed to her grandmother with a simple, "My dearest," and signed only with the initial A. Mia's heart skipped a beat. The words were filled with a love so profound, so raw, that it resonated even after all these years. Mia read the letter slowly, each word a brushstroke, painting a picture of a love lost and a promise whispered. Who was this mysterious A who wrote with such passion, and why had her grandmother never mentioned them? A wave of curiosity, a longing to connect with this hidden past washed over Mia. She had to find A. This letter wasn't just a message from the past, it was a key to a mystery that intertwined with her grandmother's life, and now, it seemed, with her own. Holding the fragile paper in her hand, Mia made a promise she would find A. She would unveil the story behind the letter. The letter held few clues, a rote of shared dreams of a childhood spent in their small town. Mia clung to every word, every detail. She visited the old library, searching for records, for any mention of her grandmother's life. Days turned into weeks as Mia followed every lead, every whisper of the past. She pored over old photo albums, faces blurred by time. She visited her grandmother's childhood home, now occupied by a young family who knew nothing of its history. Yet with each dead end, Mia's resolve grew stronger. The letter had awakened something in her, a determination to uncover the truth. One blustery afternoon, Mia found herself at the town's annual summer fair. It was a tradition, a memory from her own childhood. As she walked through the bustling crowd, a familiar face caught her eye. It was Alex, a childhood friend she hadn't seen in years. He looked different, more mature, but his eyes held the same warmth she remembered. They talked, catching up on lost time, and Mia couldn't help but notice a hint of sadness in his smile. Hesitantly, she mentioned the letter, the mystery of A. Alex fell silent, his gaze fixed on hers. "Mia," he began, his voice a soft murmur, "I have something to tell you." He took a deep breath. "I am A. I loved your grandmother." Tears welled up in Mia's eyes. It was him. The boy from her past held the key to the love story that had captured her heart. And as she listened to Alex's confession, a confession of a love that had endured through time, Mia realized that her own love story had just begun.